Good morning, girls and guys, or whoever's watching. Today we're going to make a sweet and sassy apron. But what I'm going to do is go through what we need again, because, heck, I wouldn't remember from 2 minutes ago. So, for the gathered upper trim, you need a 1/4 yard, and I always add a 10% when I do a pattern, just in case we make mistakes. Make sure you comment. Today we're going to give away a pattern. Lindsay will send it to you. So just, if you do win, whoever wins, just send your email address to quickpoints@gmail.com. I even remembered, girls. You better write that on the calendar. Okay, for the straps you need a 1/3 yard. For the, I got to put glasses on, girls. I'm winging it. Bias tape, an 1/8 yard, and you need a 1/2 inch bias tape maker. For the rick rack E, you need a 1/3 yard. For the lower ruffles, you need a 1/2 yard. And of course you need a tea towel. Okay, when I get the pattern, I always copy an extra copy of this. Then I cut it out. Then I put it on top of the tea towel. And I've got it all figured out. This is the right side of the curve. So there's the top. And here's the side. And then I just take my friction pen and I mark it. Then this is the side. And this is the top. Then I mark it. Then I cut it. Then what you do, here's my little cut, guys. Let me move this over here so it's out of my way. And then I fold it over a 1/4 inch, then another 1/4 inch. Then you take the same color thread and then you just sew it so it's down like this. Okay? Then, so I get everything done, you need my 2-inch scallop ruler, my 1-inch scallop ruler, and my 3/4 inch scallop ruler, and of course the adjacent pushers. So what I do first of all, you need the pattern to know exactly how to cut it. To do the lower ruffle, what you want to do is fold it in half, a piece of fabric. Then you take your 2-inch, put it on the fold. Then all you have to do is trace from the top going down. Make sure you do the end points. You don't have to do the center cut line, of course, because you're not going to be cutting the center cut line. You sew at the 1/4 inch, 1 stitch across, keep going. Then you just cut it, push it out, and voila, you will have this. Okay? So you'll have the little ruffle at the bottom. Then, of course, you want to do the top. And you do it exactly like I have on all my tutorials. Then, of course, you have it for, excuse me, this is the top and this is the bottom. You can use the 3/4 on the bottom for the rickrack, or you can use the 1 inch for both. It doesn't matter. I just like the 3/4 on the bottom because it's a little smaller. And I like the 1 inch so it's got a big ruffle like I have back here on this. Okay? So you get that done. And then here's your 1 inch. Or 1/2 inch bias tape, I'm sorry. You start it with a 1 inch strip and then you use your bias tape. So, let me go to my straps. So you cut your 3 straps. what I do when I'm going to do my two straps here, of course, when you do the strap for the sides, and because I'm fluffy, I need it the basic length, the 42 inches, so I can tie it in the back. Because my weight fluctuates, I go up and down. But when I do the straps for the sides around your neck, I do my 1/4 inch. And I sew all the way down. Listen to that machine purr. You gotta love it, girlers. And I get to the end and I enclose both ends. This is what you call the epitome of laziness, girls. Then, of course, I cut the little corners. Let's just throw it on the floor and I'll deal with it later. Then what I do is I find my center. Cut it in half and there's your two straps. And let me find where I put my, here it is. You know how when we used to do our little old safety pins? Oh, honey, those were the days when Grandma'd hand you a safety pin in here. Turn it inside out. Nah, I don't want to do that. Sure that you push that out and do both sides, obviously. Then, of course, I use hair clippies. That's just so me. Then all three pieces you take and you iron them. I want to put it in front of the camera. Whoops, I don't want to get that in your girl's way. Of course, you could make this Valentine's Day. You could make it anything, any holiday, St. Patty's. It's really a cute apron, actually. I think it's way cute. This is my friend Jill Lily Studios Grove fabric. It's way, way, way cute. It's a darn good thing I had a whole lot of clippies. Oh my goodness. Your old careers always come in handy. Then what I do is I fold this in so I don't have to deal with it later. And I glue it. So when I put it on my apron, it is all finished off. I don't have to think about it, deal with it, any of the above. remember how if I didn't do something right, Grandma made me do it over and over and over again. She always made me think. Then we'll put it over here. All I'm going to do is do the 1/4 inch all the way around. I do this on all of my straps, and I've got them all done already. So let me move these over here, get them out of my way. Make sure you comment to get a free pattern this week. A lot of times I'll make many of these at one time, especially if I'm going to give them away as gifts. I just want to get it done. Oh, girls, Lindsay found a white Macy's scented darling white comforter. I'll have to show you what I'm making for the bottom. And I have 4 dogs. And I love, love, love the quilt that I made, but I don't want my dogs chewing bones on it. So I'm going to make a runner, a bed runner, for the bottom of my white comforter, which is crazy, I know. But Lindsay's washed hers probably every week for what, 6 months, a year, and it was $110 at Macy's for $20. So I bought one, and it's just soft and fluffy. So I'm going to make a bed runner out of my blue and white. Lindsay, you want to hand me the bed runner? Behind you it's on the board. Just take it off the thing. Just right there. Yeah. And so I'm going to take and put this bed runner, I'm not done with it yet, on the bottom. So the dogs, I won't care if they chew on it, because it's not like that 120 by 120. And won't that be pretty with the white? I'm so excited. So that's my next project, and I'll show you that one. So I'm hoping to finish that today. So yeah, can you say nuts? Yes, I am. Yeah, but she got it for $20, and Lindsay's washed it like for a year, and it's in awesome shape. And it goes on sale, what, every 6 months, Linz?
Every couple months, yeah.
Yeah, every couple months. So I got one for, my mom had when she first moved here, she had to have this bed, adjustable bed, so we have that in our room, so when we have surgeries, we can go into that bed, which has been awesome. Let me change threads for white. Where is my... Oh, girls, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always kind of messy. Where did it go? I washed my glasses so I could see what I'm doing. And where did my white go? I usually put it on top. What was I thinking? Over here.
The oven?
Yeah, I'm looking for the oven. It's over here somewhere. I set it over here so I'd have it all ready. Obvious. Oh, underneath the cap. I was too ready. also the bed runner. Tell me what you think about the bed runner, girls. I think it's going to be so cutie patootie. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do is put on the bottom ruffle. So you measure so many inches up, it says in the pattern, and what you do is you put it side to side. And what I did, if you don't have a serger, I just took one of the stitches and put it across so it doesn't fray as much. Then I did 2 lines of basting stitches. Found the center of both the apron and this ruffle. And now I'm just going to pin it. And then I'm going to sew it. And I just have it. I tell you in instructions how to do it. So let me find my pins. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. And try to get this nice and even. Well, girls, I am going on the road again. I'll be in Atlanta. Where am I going to be in Atlanta? Lindsay's got the dates. And then I go to Florida the next week, the 2nd and 3rd week, I think, of March. And this year we even go to Nashville, which I'm excited about that. That's not till November, though.
Will you top stitch the bed runner on a long arm or domestic machine?
It's going to be on a long arm. And then I think I'm going to do what I did with that other blue. I'm going to take and put one of my rulers around it and do the binding on the back. I haven't decided if I'm going to do minkies on the back or I'm going to do... I haven't decided yet. I gotta think that one through. Because this was kind of a last minute-y kind of idea. Once Lindsay showed me the... Oh, it's beautiful. I'll have to bring down... I got a twin one for my mom's bed. And then I gotta make a runner for that one, too. Because I love, love, love the quilt I made, that 120 by 120. But I will probably... My dogs won't be... If they ruined it, I would not be a happy camper, because that took me 3 solid weeks to make that one. And I mean, I stayed up till 2, 3 in the morning. That was a hard, long and winding road.
What is the name of the Atlanta show?
Original Sewing and Quilting.
Is it just on their website?
Yeah, it's on Martha Poland's. And there's going to be some teachings and all sorts of stuff. I'm not teaching, I just do demos all day. And I've got a lot of new stuff I'm going to show. All the new stuff I've done for the past year. Oh, I thought of another idea too. You know how you get plain sheets? I'm going to jazz up a bunch of sheets with bling. I thought that would be so cute too. That was another idea I thought of. Because I thought, how cute would that be? I know it sounds crazy, but I think it sounds like a cute idea.
Would you be headed back to Phoenix next winter?
Probably not. I'm probably just going to do original sewing and quilt expos. Because I kind of got rid of my vehicle that I used to drive. And Lindsay's my driver, and my granddaughter's a senior next year. Even though that was her favorite show, because she's got this thing about prom dresses. Now I'm going to use, like, instead of a straight stitch, I'm going to use like a, on this machine it's a 20. So it just holds it down better and flatter. Let's get this pin out. Whoop. It's tough getting old, girls. I can't even see the pinhead. They're so little. I look at it and go, oh, there it was. I like these pins. They're really nice and smooth. I don't remember where I got them. It's funny when you clean up a spot, you find stuff. Make sure that's not going up there. Yeah, it's fine. I'll show you the quilt that I got next week. It's still in the bag. I got it yesterday for the twin beds. I was all excited. I don't know if I'm going to make the same runner for both, or I'll switch off with something else, but I sure like the blue and white. Take out this line of gathering here. Doesn't show. Love the Oracle thread. It is absolutely amazing. It's awesome thread.
The quilts are back up to 65.
Pardon?
The quilts are back up to 65, but they'll drop again.
Oh, are they back up to 65?
Mm-hmm.
But we got them for 20. They're usually
110.
$110. They are like amazing. And the fact that Lindsay washes it, she's got a Wiesla German short hair that wants to sleep with her like every night. And the dog is like, what, how much? 80 pounds? And she's got this pillow thing. So she takes all Lindsay's pillows. She's a funny dog. She thinks she's 4 pounds. You know how big dogs think they're little? Well, she's not. But she thinks she is. Okay. When you do this, I think I've got this exactly the length I need it. Let me see. Nope, I left a little longer so I could show you. I couldn't remember what I did because I did this later last night. Okay, so you want to measure to see how long you need this. So it's a little longer than I need. So I'm going to do it 1/4 inch further than here. So I'll cut that off. Then you put right sides together. I'm going to drop my stitch length to a 2. Oops. I need to rethread this. This 1/4. Bring this out, and then I'm going to iron it. Oops. Then what I like to do, especially if I'm going to gather it like I do the top, I glue it all the way across. Because when you're gathering this, I'm not going to be gathering this, but I'm just going to show you because I already got the top done. Oops. You don't want this, when you're gathering it, to come up when you're trying to sew it. Like through here. So I glued this whole thing all the way across. But I'm going to do it now, just it's a cleaner. thing. I just got this thing about it being clean. And especially on the end, because you don't want the raw edge coming out. There we go. Okay. Then you just take this and you put it all the way across. And I'm just going to glue it and I'll sew it later. And then I move my stitch length to a 3 because I don't want it. And you just make sure the center is right on there.
What is the glue you're using?
It's Jillie's Apple glue. I like it because it's acid free. It's water soluble. It doesn't gum up my machine. That's a biggie. And I have tried every glue there is.
You had problems with the Ruffle spools?
No, I love Orifil.
People have had issues with them.
They have?
Mm-hmm. Gumming up their machines and stuff. I think
Orifil?
it was just a bad batch.
I have never had problem with Orifil. And I've used done. What machine did you have problems with?
Yeah.
Any particular machine you're using?
I said there was a knot in the first spool.
Oh, that must have just been a bad batch.
Somebody else said that it was so linty that it kept gumming up the plate.
You're kidding me. I have never in all the years I've used it. And I've used it a long time. Wow. I'd call the company, probably send you some new. Or write them.
They were using Bernina.
Really? I've used it on Bernina before. I've had every machine. Wow. What do they use for their Bernina? What's their favorite?
I don't know.
Yeah, Orifil I've never had a problem with, ever. And I used it in my Bernina too. So I got the Bernina 830, I got the Bernina 200. Wow, that's amazing. I'm sorry to hear that. I've really enjoyed it.
The lady uses a Viking.
I love my Viking. Love my Viking. And they had problems with the Orifil with their Viking? Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna iron this on and I'll sew it later. You guys know what I sew on all you girlers know how to do that. Okay, then we got to do the top. Same thing. Put the center here. Put here.
That was the first time she had that issue. It must have been a bad batch.
It must have been a bad batch because I've never had a problem with it on any of my machines. I've used it on Brother. I've used it on Juki. And then I find my center. I've used it on, oh my heck, every machine I have. Actually. Do you know me? I'd write the company and ask them, tell them, and they probably will send you a new one, actually. And this is why you glue it, because you're going to have, it's just, if you don't glue this, all this stuff will go winging in the back. I learn from experience. Oh, heck. And you can put this 1.5 to 2 times extra of the width. It depends what you like. How what gathered you like it? The rule of thumb used to be 2. Grandma used to make me do 2. She was amazing, I'll tell you. Every time I sew, I think of her. Because I think sometimes, man, I would have got whacked on that one. But I thank her for everything she taught me, because she was absolutely not the most patient teacher I've ever met. She was talented. And you just match the line to the center. No pins in the mouth either, I got told to. One thing you learn when you do hair, you don't put crap in your mouth because it tastes bad. Oh, heck. Perm solution isn't the most tasty stuff that's ever walked, believe me.
You always told me not to put them in my mouth, and then once I coughed and almost swallowed a pin and decided it was a bad idea. I should have listened.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I didn't hit you side of the head like my grandmother did, though.
I don't think I ever told you.
Whack! That was my grandma. Oh, heck. I got hit a whole lot. When I catch you, you're dead meat. Oh, heck. I was pretty feisty in my day. Oh. Definitely. Sad thing is I have a granddaughter who's a mini me. And Lindsay's a lucky one to have her as a daughter. Oh, heck. And then I'm just going to sew it. Oh, my goodness gracious.
grandfather.
Oh, Grandma was a tough nut. She was a tough nut. She was an interesting character. I was always on her bad side, but I'm sure down deep she was laughing at me. Maybe she wasn't. She was pretty stoic. My dad would always say, I'm glad she's after you instead of me. Because I think she gave him a hard time before, so now it was my turn. You know?
What's your favorite long arm brand?
Gamble. I went to so many shows before I decided which Gamble or which machine I was going to get. And they have to purr. A machine has to purr for me to. If it sounds like it's not purring, there's not a chance. And for some odd reason, they just purred. And the stitch quality is always amazing. And I have to have perfect stitch quality too. And I got so judged, obviously, by my grandmother, that, oh honey, she checked everything out. When I entered wool contests, she was much more critical than they would have ever been. And it was funny because and then I had big tatas, and they'd say, you didn't follow the pattern. I'd open them up my jacket and say, well, it certainly wouldn't have fit these if I hadn't done a full bust adjustment. I used to laugh. Now I don't know how to take them in. Oh my gosh, it's funny. I only know how to go one way, not the other. Okay, so we got that done. Now we take our little 1/2 inch and we fold it over on the edge. And I'm going to put a pin in it. I left it out too long. Yeah, Grandma was a tough nut, but she was amazingly talented. She never told me she loved me. But she did my kids. I almost fell on the floor. I'm like going, wow, she said she loved them. I was glad they got to hear it. I know she did in her own strange way. That was something she just didn't say. I'm just going to glue this, and I will later on. Okay, my pink stiletto. There it is. just put this on and I glue it. I'll sew it later. And I sew this once again on a 3 because I don't like it so small that it looks. Cut a little further. Okay, so we got that on, and then I'll sew it down. Now, all we have left are our ties. And you've got, I have them all enclosed on the bottom. So then all I do is zigzag them on here. And use the same color thread as the towel. And make sure you put the shorter ones on the top and the longer ones on the bottom. The one time I actually accidentally did the wrong thing and it didn't work so hot. And then you just zigzag these on. And you put it to the side of here. Right here. And zigzag this on. Zigzag this one. And voila, you have a, and you girls will know how to do that. That's easy and simple. That's nothing hard. And there is your apron. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, today's winner will win a pattern. Oh, these are really heavy duty.
Yeah.
The winner today is Doreen. Is it Crespo? I think so. And congratulations and thank you for watching, and please like and please share. And God bless everybody and have a wonderful week. And thank you for watching.